Good morning.
We do 6 trash bags of clothes. And
a week?
Yeah, a week.
Okay, I'm really missing my washer and my dryer at this point in my life. We definitely miss our home and we miss our truck.
If we had bigger tanks in the camper, I don't think it would be as big of an issue. So if it's still that year or whatever that has the frame flex, which is pretty much like a lot of 2020, right?
Yeah.
A lot of 2020 has the frame flex.
Don't miss out. Hit that follow button. What is happening?
Hey guys.
Good morning.
So, I think this one's gonna be like, why I thought, because Houston was against washer and dryer. I knew I wanted a washer and dryer, not the combo, because, so us, out of our camper right now, we do 6 trash bags of clothes, and...
A week?
Yeah, a week. And so, you know, like with having it in your rig, you're able to like keep up on it. So like you can put one in. Most of the campsites we go to are full hookups. The only thing about the washer and dryer that does stink. What's that?
That's how much it is for the washer and the dryer here where we are located. So yeah, it's $2 for the washer, $1 for the dryer.
So 3 times 6 is what?
Carter, 3 times 6.
18. So we spend at least 20. If we were to go to a bigger laundromat, it's $6 for the big washer, and I think $2 or $1 for the dryer. So it's anywhere from $20 to $50 a week to do laundry.
And it's not in the comfort of our own home. Okay, I'm really missing my washer and my dryer at this point in my life. So yeah. So
the negatives to having one is when it's lower degree temperature, I feel like that pipe does or may freeze, and then it does wash back a little bit. I don't know whether that was because we had a skylight leak or what. Now we'll be able to tell more because they fixed the skylight. Yep. But you kind of have to watch cold temperatures when you're running your washer and dryer. That is a negative to
more or less the washer, not the dryer.
The other negative is our tanks are only 30-gallon tanks. Yeah. So like one load basically fills up our tank.
Pretty much, it does, and it gets like 3/4 full. If it's empty, it'll be 3/4 full.
With so one washing
load. One load of doing clothes.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah. So I mean, that's something we got to think about in the next time.
If we had bigger tanks in the camper, I don't think it would be as big of an issue.
And that's where the toy hauler part comes in, is because that's where you can get the biggest tanks, is in a toy hauler. And I think if we want to do like my goal this year is to really go to the Badlands and spend a few days there. But
yeah, and right now we couldn't really dry camp because we would have to have some type of bladder or something to carry the waste away.
Well, then our black tank fills up pretty fast. As you see, there is 6 of us. Showers. So that's the positives to the toy hauler. But our washer and dryer has been phenomenal. It works.
We have the Splendid, and it's not the combo Splendid. It's the
washer
and dryer combo. They do take up a lot of our space. So if you have a smaller camper, you're basically that whole spot they're in is.
And it adds some weight to the front or the back, wherever it may be. But
so we have all our appliances on one side, and the way they laid it out.
So like one time we were going up this hill.
It's called
what is that?
Mountain View Road in California. And
Mountain View Road. If you know, go watch that video back there. We'll tag that video. We will put that video
like this.
And it's tight.
Switchbacks.
It is tight.
That proves Houston's a good driver because we made it through and didn't have problems with the camper at all.
And the truck did fine then. Yeah, if you don't know that truck saga,
this place,
go watch that video.
It's pretty crazy, and they gave us a certificate for completing the road.
They said, "Oh wait, you went down Mountain View Road?" I said, "Yeah. How else am I supposed to get here? The GPS didn't want to. And it took me that way." And she gave me the certificate, and I still got that thing. Hey son, don't do that. Yeah, it's locked. Dad locked it. Put your arms in, please.
Ruben.
Okay,
Edward.
no coffee for him.
So we woke up and we needed a coffee because.
Well, let's just say they woke up because I've been up since like 4.
Yeah.
I just can't sleep nowadays. I guess I don't know. I don't have like that.
We don't have any.
That comfortability. I don't got that.
Well, we don't have really any, like, we had more projects in the camper, like things we did every day. We could cook, not having the camper is very not fun. Basically, we haven't had the camper all of February. Basically is all of February, I think. How about you?
Hey, how are you?
What are you looking for?
Let's see. Since like January 31st.
Yeah,
So yeah, all of February. It's been joyful, and I do not recommend it. I don't.
Honestly, I do recommend them taking it directly to the manufacturer, though.
Let's talk about that. So I talked to somebody today, and they had a Grand Design.
And they had a different experience with a different company that they purchased theirs through.
Yes.
And they still had, those people held on to their camper for 3 months. So I think honestly, if you can get in touch with the manufacturer and have the stuff run,
and that's what they told him. They said if you could bring it to Elkhart, Indiana, we'll have it turned around a little faster. When he did, he took it from Florida all the way to Indiana, and they turned it around in about 2 weeks. So
and his were way more.
And his problems were way more
than what we had.
Like crazy.
Yeah.
So they took it.
And his problems were way worse than ours. Like way worse.
The I-beam in the front cracked.
You know, with Grand Designs, there's a big issue with frame flex, and that's like a pretty significant issue. That's one reason why we're kind of trying to like maybe not go that way.
Off from
maybe not go that way, but I mean, I'm sure by the time we decide something, maybe they'll have switched it up. But we kind of want to go used, so maybe it hasn't been fixed yet, and that's a big problem, honestly. I don't want frame flex. That's like the worst thing you can really happen in a camper.
And I don't know how he was able to continue to
travel.
Yes, to continue to travel with that frame flex, and then
was it significant or what?
It literally broke the I-beam in there.
I don't know what an I-beam is.
So on fifth wheels, there's like a big. It's literally like a car trailer. You know, the big old car trailer, and there's a big old I-beam.
Is that what holds the axle? Is that what you're saying? Or?
No, it's what holds it in the bed.
Oh, okay.
So when there's like a big tube that goes across and a bunch of channels and stuff.
And it just broke that whole thing.
Yeah, it snapped it. I'm about to pull up, you know? I don't want to be that guy, but I'm going to be that guy.
Jeez.
All right, I hope you have an amazing day, sir.
You as well, thanks.
Yeah.
I don't know, so that's the main reason is we kind of want to buy used this next time to cut down on the cost a little bit.
That perfect one, that perfect foot for us or something.
And if we buy, so we want to buy used this time, and so if it's still that year or whatever that has the frame flex, which is pretty much like a lot of 2020, right?
Yeah.
A lot of 2020 has the frame flex and the Grand Designs, and yeah. So I don't really want to go to Brinkley because Brinkley's just astronomically expensive.
We have been shopping.
I haven't seen a lot of problems with them, honestly.
But we have been shopping for like a used Brinkley, and we have like they're still up there, man. The cost
they
is
hold
still
their value
crazy.
pretty good. That's for sure.
And
okay, campers do not hold their value whatsoever. So on ours, you get like a registration form like this every year. And it says that ours is 75, from factory, it was worth 75,000. We aren't going to be able to get 75. That's like a magical number that somebody came up with. I was watching a video and that's so true. It's a magical number somebody came up with that you're never going to see again. 75,000?
No, I wish. If somebody gave me like
we've owned that thing for like
70.
owned that thing for like 10 months and we wouldn't even touch 75,000.
Say if somebody offered me 70, I would take it and run.
Yeah.
Because that's close as you're ever gonna get. I swear. I don't think you could get like.
Oh, and registration. We thought that we weren't going to be paying that much this year. We're like, okay, we paid a decent amount last year. The lady at the freaking registration office said, oh, it shouldn't be that much. $1,200 for registration. Maybe it's just because we don't pay registration for the truck, because I have disabled veteran plates and it's free registration where we live. But $1,200? Like, we may as well just put the DV plates on the freaking trailer at this point.
I don't know how much it would be on the truck. If the camper's worth...
If the truck is worth less, or registration is less, it might be more beneficial for us, because $1,250. I'm like, I think we paid $1,500 last year. How is that any different? That's like in the same range of them. She said it was going to be significantly different. I don't feel like that's any different.
It doesn't feel like it.
Yeah, so when you buy a new camper, there are definitely a lot of expenses.
I feel like they're picking on you.
Now I know why people put their DV plates on their camper.
Makes sense.
Am I wrong?
No, it makes sense.
Jeez. I feel like anywhere. I'm from California. He's lived in Wyoming his whole life. I feel like anywhere they just try to nickel and dime taxes out of you.
And I think Wyoming is the worst.
California, I was paying like registration for my Suburban. It was like $800 or $900 a year. So it's not much off of our camper used to.
I think it's just like very whatever here. Or there. So, what else is new? No update on the truck. No update on the camper. We're kind of just in limbo right now.
It's been fun.
It's been joyful. We've tried to make the best of it, and yeah, we still go out and do things with the kids and whatever. But we definitely miss our home and we miss our truck. Woo, buddy! Good morning. Good morning.
So that's about it. Is like, I think if you have more than just yourself, or you and like your spouse or whatever, you need a washer and dryer, because it makes life so much more simple. It really does.
Let's just say.
It makes life a lot easier.
I think if it was just me and you and the kids, like,
we'd be able to do it.
No, I would still want to wash and dry.
It's the convenience, but I feel like a lot of people could do it. But like, just imagine, we'd probably only have one bag a week if it was just, because it's.
Well, we're not really like crazy on like talking to people. So it's like when you go to the laundromat or something, and then you're in.
Yeah. I like how some facilities, like, I like KOAs, they have washer and dryers, or like, I like that. Because going to a laundromat some days is like.
But some people put bleach, and you never know.
So that did happen. My parents were telling us a story that they put bleach, or that people like to bleach their stuff, and then you have to watch in the washers because.
Well, and then.
Doesn't wash it out all the way.
They go to the laundromat because their rig is a little older. They don't have a washer and dryer prep in there, so they would have to put it in there or something. But they went to the laundromat and somebody had their clothes, and
someone was like touching their clothes, and I don't know. When we do laundry, normally we do not leave the laundromat till it's done. So it was crazy one night. The kids were sleeping, so Carter just waited in there, and we're like literally eyesight from where we're at. And so we went in there and we did laundry, and we seriously we went back and forth too, but we seriously thought we were only in there an hour, and Carter's like, no, that took like 3 or 4 hours. I'm like, there's no way.
4 hours later.
Yeah. It's a lot of time. It's so time consuming. Now I know freaking famous people and rich people are like, we don't keep our socks, or we don't wear the same
Jelly Roll, he never wears the same pair of socks. And I'm thinking I'm gonna do that. I'm not rich, but
I hate pairing socks.
But jeez, man, pairing socks.
Especially for 6 different people.
They like.
Then you're missing one.
Or missing one. Or the dryer and washer ate it. And
that's honestly the worst part, is just, I feel like if you have more than 2 people or one person, it's kind of a necessity.
Or when
Houston
you have
was Houston was kind of like, why are we getting a washer and dryer? And I'm like, because, like, and then once we did have one and we don't now, he's like, I get it.
Well, like, especially if you have littles, they could get into like.
Well, if our family gets sick, then we can throw our sheets and stuff in there, or if they have an accident.
Which happened. I mean.
Yeah, Ruben accidentally had an accident at night, and we were able to just throw it in our washer and dryer and clean it, which we wouldn't have been able to do because in a minute. And we wouldn't have been able to do, so yeah,
Sit down, son. Sit
it's just
down.
so much more convenient. We can't put huge blankets in there, and it definitely is a smaller load of laundry. We can't put like comforters in there. We do have to take comforters to the laundromat still.
Which is nice about here is we could, the washers and dryers are clean, so we could definitely throw our comforters in there.
But that's the only thing that stinks is they are a little bit smaller. They probably do like not completely a full load, maybe like a medium load of a normal washer and dryer, but they do a decent amount. You just don't want to fill it up too much, so hold on.
But
We're almost done. Want this?
so there's definitely perks of washer and dryer. There's definitely negatives, but the negatives, the list of that is very, very slim and short. So until then, guys, like, subscribe.
Winterizing a washer and dryer isn't even that bad, so
No, and I think we did a pretty good job. So
if you're worried about that part,
yeah, it's nothing.
it wasn't bad.
No.
You just have to put a little bit of the antifreeze.
We did like a half a gallon.
In the drum, and then you run it.
Spin and dry.
You run it.
Or spinning.
You run it for 2 minutes. You let it go in there, and then that gets it through one pipe, and then you click it, and that drains it, so that gets it through the drain pipe too.
Yeah.
So
you do it on warm, so it pulls water from both places.
You don't want to do it on hot. You want to do it on warm.
But it was pretty easy. We'll see how. We'll update you guys when we get that back, or see how well we did. But until then.
So they say keep a half a gallon of the antifreeze, because you want to put at least half a gallon in the
drum.
Yep.
Like, subscribe, show all your friends. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Don't miss out. Hit that follow button. See ya. Bye.